Hi everyone, Polly here. I was just doing a workout at home and I thought I'd share this little story with you. I used to go to quite a smart old-fashioned prep school just outside of Oxford. It was one of those ones that sat in a big manor house surrounded by fields. We wear these horrible red blazers every day. Anyway, these it had great facilities, both for academic things and PE. And I've never been the most academic person. I've always preferred to do things like with my hands and do practical things rather than write about them. So that bodes well to being quite good at PE. But while I really enjoyed team sports, things like netball, and I was also really creative. I was great at gymnastics, trampolining, and I even went on to professional dance school. One thing I never ever managed to do was run. And to this day, I have a mental block against running because it would be the worst thing. Every single week we'd be made to run around these freezing cold fields covered in rain and dew, and even though I was fit generally in most areas, I just could not run. I could not for love nor money keep up with everybody else. But far from helping me, my PE teachers just told me I wasn't trying hard enough. And believe me, I was trying. I hated it. But no matter how much my head wanted to do it, my body just would not cooperate. Now, years later, and we're talking at the age of 31 here, so years later, I started noticing an increase in symptoms that came on, this tight chested and tight throat feeling in other areas, such as when it was damp outside, if it had been raining, or if it was a hot muggy day, or if I was in muggy woodland areas as well. So I put two and two together. I went to the doctors, and lo and behold, I do actually have asthma. But it wasn't picked up on for all those years. And I feel really resentful for the fact that all that time I was told that I wasn't trying hard enough, and actually I had this genuine medical condition that was really holding me back. Now, there's light at the end of the tunnel in the fact that firstly, it's not the end of the world that I don't like running, because it's far from being the most effective exercise when it comes to weight loss, toning up, and even cardiovascular fitness. Actually, there's much more effective ways of exercising. But I managed to figure out a way around this and find things that I can do and that I can enjoy around my problems. And I'm now a fitness professional myself, and I'm really fit and healthy, and I've got an inhaler when I need it. And I've overcome that. But it just makes me wonder, at the time, if I had somebody actually helping me overcome this problem rather than just telling me I wasn't trying hard enough, think what that could have done not only with my progress in terms of my fitness and my running abilities, but also my confidence. It really did dampen my confidence. I wasn't the most confident of young teenagers, about between the ages of 10 and 13. I was bullied at that school as well. And where I wasn't bad at everything. You know, there were lots of things I could do. The fact that I was always last in running, I was always left behind, and everybody else was running on ahead together, chatting, laughing, enjoying themselves, that really genuinely affected me. And it affects me to this day. Those memories are painful. And I wonder how things could have been different, maybe in my self-esteem later as I grew up as well, if I'd had somebody encouraging me and helping me rather than patronising me and telling me just I wasn't trying hard enough. But as I said, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and sometimes it's just a case of overcoming these barriers and figuring out what your personal issues are and find ways around them. And I love exercise now. I didn't believe I could actually say that, because it used to be always creative things like dance that were more just fun, really. Now I absolutely love exercise. I love that feeling of warming up and getting out of breath, and the adrenaline and the endorphins, and they're a natural antidepressant. When, if you know my history, you know I've had real mental health problems in the past, so the antidepressant effects of exercise are just amazing. Now, I can't go to the gym because I've got two young girls which I can't leave, and it's just completely impractical, but that doesn't matter because it's the exercise itself that actually matters, and I can get a perfectly good workout at home. It's actually in some ways a lot more comfortable because I don't have to get dressed properly. These are my pyjama bottoms. I just don't have to brush my hair, and it's just, I can do it in the morning. I tend to do it before the school run because that's when suits me. But I do have the option, you know, in the middle of the day, if it's a nursery day, I could just, and I wanted to do it in peace and quiet while they're at school and nursery, then, you know, it's just easier at home for me personally. But anyway, that's the thing, that what I'm trying to say and what you can take away from this is, if you feel like you're not making progress, don't let anybody tell you that you're lazy, that you're not trying hard enough, that you're doing it wrong, because that's not true. It might be true, but in most cases I find it is not true at all. Most of the people I speak to, when they're trying to stick to a diet, they're trying to fit in exercise, they genuinely mean it. I know you're genuinely trying, but sometimes there's something in the way holding you back that maybe you weren't quite aware of, and you need to figure it out. And once you figure it out and figure out a solution to a particular issue that you hadn't quite thought of before, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of thinking outside the box and external view, then you can overcome those, and sometimes the solutions are really easy. For me, I do other things other than running for cardiovascular fitness, and I have an inhaler on standby, and also if it's damp weather, I know that I can't even walk fast when it's really damp outside. I get my chest just completely tightens up. But at the end of the day, I've figured out what the problem was, and I found a solution to it. So if you've got similar problems, if you can't stick to a plan, or you're struggling with something, it's probably not because you're trying hard enough. I do genuinely believe that you are doing your absolute best, but it might just take you might just be missing something, and if you just figure out what that one thing is, then you'll be able to overcome that hurdle and make progress. So if that's resonated with you in any way, please do comment below or send me a message. I'd love to hear if anyone else has got some inspiring stories about how they've overcome a barrier. It's always great to read positive stories and stories of people who have overcome problems. That's always such an uplifting thing to read, and it would make my day. So please comment below with your own little stories of what you've overcome, or if you haven't, if you've got a problem that you're currently trying to overcome, post that too, because other people will see the comments, and you never know, by the end of the day we might have a solution for you. Alright, that's my little story, and I'm going to get on with the rest of my workout now. Hope you have a lovely day, everyone. Bye bye.